did my basic medical training at Queen's University and completed an internship at the Toronto General Hospital. I subsequently trained in ophthalmology at the University of British Columbia. The motivation for doing ophthalmology and eye surgery rather than something else really came from an inspiration of having done an elective as a medical student in northern Alberta, where I encountered, especially on the native reservations that I visited with one of the nurses, the fact that many people there, even as a student, obviously had cataracts, and something very cost-effective and life-altering could be done to make them better, which was a great incentive for me to pursue such a career. I subsequently completed a fellowship in glaucoma, which is a more complex eye condition, at the University of Toronto, and commenced practice in eye surgery. I quickly realized that I wanted more treating and wanted more experience and enhance my my knowledge. And I subsequently undertook a fellowship in pediatric ophthalmology and neuro-ophthalmology at the Manchester Royal Eye Hospital. And as I expanded my scope of practice, I realized that the reason why I went originally into ophthalmology, which was to optimize and correct vision, to do that better, I needed even more knowledge. So I did undertake some additional training in Zurich, Switzerland, with Thayer Zeiler and his group in refractive surgery, because I realized that correcting the full range of vision and making the cornea as a window to the eye and the lens and the retina work together optimally was essential to obtaining the best possible outcomes, to commencing making laser vision correction and other vision corrections an integral part of my practice, leading to the foundation of the Clearview Institute in 2008 and its continuous evolution to introduce new and up-to-date treatments into the community. I feel incredibly privileged to be able to do something that gives me a great reward while actually making a great difference to the people I'm trying to help with, and to really improve people's quality of life, to leave a restaurant after a dinner and being stopped in the parking lot by someone to thank me for having done something that's really altered their life in such a positive way that they couldn't believe it. That gives me obviously a great deal of satisfaction, but I just feel very privileged to be able to do that and to have the trust and the confidence of the patients to let me do that. And the fact is that people are by and large kind and generous and full of their own interesting stories, and to hear and learn about some of their stories, whether it's somebody that brings me his birth certificate from the island of Zanzibar off the coast of Africa, because we talked about that maybe when I was younger my parents might have gone on an educational mission to Zanzibar, to finding that someone who is actually never had much practical vision from one of his eyes, but I could do something, and now they actually got the equivalent of legal driving vision in that eye, and the joy that brings them is incredibly rewarding, and I feel just very grateful and blessed to be able to do that.